Okay, good news, everyone. You know that video I made about how Wesker's dead in the BTB? He's dead because they killed him. They killed him dead. Well, they're unkilling him. He's no longer dead. This is a post by Mandy on the DBD forums. Wesker had a number of bug fixes on the PTB that was a part of a full technical refactor for him. Unfortunately, this changed how some things worked. Part of the problem was that initially these things were not intended with the killer. However, we do realize that many players have learned to master those specific techs, so we're looking at the way they can get implemented properly. We're hoping this can be in time for the release of the chapter, but that's the aim at least. So, when the chapter releases, he might still be dead for a little bit. I don't know if they're like not going through with these changes and then holding them until the next chapter, like not going through the bug fixes. I assume they're going through with the bug fixes and then they're going to fix him after. But either way, they are actually implementing Wesker techs. This is official confirmation. The hug tech change, in hindsight, where they made hug techs easier, 100% intentional. I am taking this as confirmation of that. Absolutely. If you don't know what happened on the BTB, basically, what's interesting, they said techs, but really it was one big thing. It's just that rebounds were gone, right? Like, you didn't do that. You see how I bump and then I dash across the entire fucking thing? Very important part of Wesker's kit, like an insanely important part of Wesker's kit, which is why I was so frustrated about it being, seemingly removed for no reason. On the PTB, you basically just did that. Like, you just stopped. No matter what you did, no matter what, like, inputs you did, how you dashed, what position you dashed from, how far away you were from the object, what angle you looked at the object, all these things which do have a factor, like, do change how rebounds work on the live server. Like, if I back up a little bit more, look at that. That's a good one, right? Compared to when I was super close, I got no distance. It's conservation of momentum. It's a very important part of Wesker's skill ceiling, which is why it was so frustrating to see it was removed completely. But they are listening, and they're looking to have it implemented because it apparently wasn't intended, which is interesting to me because that seems like, I mean, he bounces when he goes off of walls. Blight does the same thing, right? Like when Blight bumps off a wall, he doesn't just stop instantly. He bounces. He has a little momentum. The only killer, I mean, Billy doesn't. I mean, even Billy does. Even Billy, when he bumps off a wall, he bumps backwards, but only a little bit. Only a little bit. So I can see how that wasn't intended, but I do think it's very important for Wesker. I think it's extremely important, even if you don't know, like, that it's technically a tech. I don't think it even qualifies as one technically, but I guess according to behavior it does. So we're gonna call it one. That was the major thing that was removed, and that is going to be re-implemented, for sure, according to this. But what I'm wondering is like, what else is? Because here's what was removed on the PTB, right? It was rebounds, which are important, and it was also input buffering. Input buffering has also been confirmed, as we see here. A fixed input buff, fixed to Wesker's power buffering issue is on their beta hub, which is really nice. The input buffer was absolutely intended. I was already pretty confident that this was going to be fixed because that seemed like a bug. Again, most killers in the game have some form of input buffer where, like, if you click a little bit too early in the charge bar, like here, like on the PTB, that would not dash. That would not dash. It would be so frustrating. They're going to fix that. So that's amazing. Instaflicks and Instahugs and stuff are back. They're not removed. But then the third thing was Sky Wesker. And this is what I'm interested in. Because they say techs, right? Plural. Techs. But of the things that were removed that are techs, there's three. There's rebounds, there's Sky Wesker, and then there's this one, which I didn't even talk about in the video because nobody cares. It's this. It doesn't do anything. You can vault a pallet while falling. do you actually vault the pallet? No, you just fall anyways. But that's being removed. You can't vault something that's like hanging off a ledge. That's why that's why I went to the game here and had my little clone drop it for me. So that's also removed on the PCB, but also who gives a shit? It doesn't do anything. As you can see, like even if the survivor is there, you can't hit them or anything. It doesn't do anything. There's no reason to keep this, so I didn't even mention it. So that's being removed. And nobody cares about that. So the only other thing is Wesker, right? Wesker was removed. Are they adding that back? Are they actually, like, changing the way his power works to let him dash off things? I think that would be insane if they did that. I don't believe they're going to do that, but I don't know, man. They said techs, plural. It did say plural, you know? Multiple. When it was really just Rebound was the big one. Was the only one, really. So yeah, just a short little update video. Wesker is not being killed next patch, thank God. Also, this is just to anybody from Behavior who might possibly nobody at Behavior is gonna watch this video. Let's be real. But if they are, and you guys need, you know, a Wesker specialist to ask what's important and what's not, I'm right here. Yeah, I'm in the creator program. You know, up here. Ugh, I got high DPI. I can't circle it very well. You know, this thing up here. Why does it like vacuum my... Wait, what the fuck? Do you see that? What the fuck? It like resets my mouse down to the bottom. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, what the fuck? Anyway, yeah, if you guys need somebody to call, I'm right here. I'm ready to yap about Wesker for 24 hours a day, easily. Maybe more. Let's be real. Yeah, Wesker is alive. He's not dead. His death was greatly exaggerated. Thank God. Holy shit. I was particularly upset about the Wesker change, so I am interested in seeing if they actually do change that, because again, it says it right there in text. Plural. Can't zoom into an image, but it says it right there. I'm just saying that would be cool if this was the first. I mean, even if there's invisible walls, Demo at least gets to dash off of things. Wesker just stops. He needs to find like super precise lineups on every single map in order to even do Wesker stuff. And they're removing it? That really annoys me a little bit. You know, there's a spot right here, by the way. You see that? And if you get it like just right, you actually will do a little bounce and come up on the other side, and that's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. And they want to remove that? Unbelievable. Unfrickin' believable. There's another one right here. Well, there's two, actually. There's this one. Pretty cool. This is an awesome spot. I love doing it. And there's this one. You can just dash right here, and you do a little bow bow bow. You don't have to do the little bow bow bow. If you aim a little bit to the left, you just dash off normally. But if you get it right, there we go. But they were gonna remove that. Like, there's so many cool. I love that about Wesker. There's so many cool little spots you can find. There's another one right here that doesn't do anything. This is the game of all maps, by the way. It's like, oh no, is it gone? No, my little spot, it's gone. Darn. Yeah, it's gone. Like, there's so many cool little spots where you can do like a little bit of Wesker, and it's very cool. And they were gonna remove that, and I was so annoyed. And they probably still are removing it, and I'm probably still gonna be annoyed. But at least rebounds get to stay, because that's important. Oh, holy shit, is that important? That I am so glad to see. See y'all later. See when patch drops. We'll see. We'll go over Wesker. I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna analyze him. I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison. I'm gonna have the live patch open. I'm gonna have the PTP patch open. Two different versions of the game running at the same time. I'm going to compare them side by side, see every single possible difference in detail, analyze it frame by frame. Bring it to you. See y'all later. Good news. Goodbye.